Well, hello once again from the model room, the model railway. Well, what you're seeing here is this back scene, which I only put on when I'm doing a running session, so that you see a back scene of like this river, a river scene up here. But I don't leave that there all the time when I'm playing on my own, because it's awkward to get to anything. It just to improve the look when I'm filming, because otherwise you'd just be watching all me what do you call it, me saw, and all me junk behind me. But so this just lifts off, as I'll show you. That lifts off in one about 3 metre length, and I'll just store it. Sometimes I take these back scenes off as well if I'm on my own. So that is now it's easy for me to get at things and move things about. Well, anyway, let's update you on a few things. I bought some new, I'll tell you what, I'll bring that camera in a bit closer now I've shown you that. Hold on. Right, at least it's warmed up now. I've only got a cardigan on, not a big thick jacket. Yeah, what have I been up to? Well, not a lot really. I've made a video, a running session, which we'll get to later. But one thing, I bought some new little seated passengers, and I bought them as 24 in a pack, about a £5, but because I didn't know what they was going to be. A lot of these you get, and when you get them you think, oh, they're not very good. Now these are HO figures, but they fit better in the carriages than the bigger ones. I'll show you a picture of them in a carriage. What I've done, I've only done one carriage with them, and so I got them from bring it up on my tablet. This is an example. This is from on eBay, and where is it? They're from China. The only thing is, it's 187 scale painted figures. That's for 100, 1340. I only ordered. Well, I ordered 3 lots of 24 actually, because I didn't realise he did it like this. But and these are from seller you've bought from before. What is his name? Can't find his name now. This is his shop. Where's his bloody name? Can't find his name. Here we are. That's the name up the top there. And I think they're better than a lot I've had. These seem better poses. Let's try and get a better view of them. Wait a minute. Right. They seem better poses than what you get in a lot of them. They're not silly with all arms up in the air and things like that. I know you still have to cut their legs off most of the time. But they're reasonable. They're painted, they look reasonable. I mean, you can't really make their faces out, but as passengers in the train, they're better than what I've previously bought. But you have to wait about 3 or 4 weeks for them to turn up from China. Yeah, and another thing I bought, but I've never used, just an idea I'll show you. I bought 5 of these, magnetic. things. Right, hang on, get one out. Can you see it? A little magnetic things, and you've got three, you can connect 3 wires on the back there and 3 wires each side, and they're magnetic. Those pins push in and out, so when that pushes against them they retract in. Now originally I see them and I couldn't, it's a job to tell the size properly. I was thinking I might be able to use them as a coupling, but they're too big. I tried it. I was gonna glue an ordinary make alterations to one of the what do you call them, the couplings will go in here, and glue it on there each side, and then try and make so you could split these, split the carriages up easier. That's what I was going to try and do in these trains. They're really fiddly. You don't want to take them to bits too much. They're too fiddly. You have to lay all the train over to connect them up and then carefully put it back on the track. And I thought, could I alter this as an example? Let's take a different carriage. An example, I was thinking, could I stick in the end of where the corridor is, fix it in the end of the corridor so all the wires will travel through. See the size. I could probably do it, but it's a matter of instead of having these couplings, just have them joined. That holds together, but that's a pretty good magnet in there, the way they hold together. But anyway, I gave up on it. But it's an idea. I still might think of using them somewhere. I only bought 5 as an experiment, but they look pretty bloody good. They're quite a strong magnet, and you can have 3 connect. You can get them with 4 or 5 connectors on, but obviously they're bigger, and then they hold together as good as what their magnetic couplings are. Right, so anyway, that was an idea which didn't go any further, but it's something to think about. So, well, I think that's it. Apart from that, I don't think I've really made any changes. I've just been concentrating on this. I'll put some of them new passengers in the front coach of this Class 411. And they are better. They're a better size than what I'd been for. The others was slightly. The others, what was classed as 176, they ended up too tall. So when you looked through the window, their heads were nearly up at the top of the carriage. But anyway, these ones, they're just right. They look just right in the middle of that. I can't really show you in there, but I'll show you in a minute with where I was fitting them in. But other than that, I can't think of much more I've done. So now there's one other thing to show you, is when I want to store the 411, as it's a job to take apart and separate all the coaches and connect them up together again, I'll store them on this cassette if I want to take them off the track to make room for another locomotive or something. I'll just demonstrate that. Let's put this down. Right, so this is me cassette. It's 2 pieces of aluminium channel populated to a piece of thin ply, so that they're 2 separate, so you've got your positive and negative. And I made my own rail or derailer to join to it. Now what I do is I set the train forward, the train comes round, you should see it come round now, and it goes up this slope, and when it gets to there it might stop because there's a bad connection. I'll hold that and it'll carry on, and then we'll let go and it's... Now I can take that off the track and store it up on my rack, right? And when I want to put it back on the track, it's all self-aligning. I'll put it in reverse order. I just have to hold this to make it connect properly. And it all goes back on the track. All the wheels aligned. Right, so that's it. Now I'll take the rack away, take my cassette away, and we're back to normal. That goes up on the shelf there. And that's the homemade V-railer goes on the end of it. So it's just two, you can see it's two bits of channel. You can see there, fold nice and thin there, so that grips the, when that touches the rails it makes contact all the way up, and that passes the contact onto the next bit, and this bit just helps keep the rails, the wheels lined up. It works pretty good. Right, so now we bring the train round as normal, so that it's running as normal. Famous last words. Oh, we've got one up. Right. There we are. So, there you have it. So I think we'll leave it at that for now. So enjoy the running session.